We'll wait for some others to join. So, are you doing presentations today, or are we doing the last lecture? So, are you doing presentations today, Mary? Jayakala, it seems you have done presentation. Rifna, you did. Mary, did you do your presentation? Satya?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing today? We'll wait for 5 minutes for the others to join. There were 15.
Okay, then. Ma'am, I sent the project work and other presentation. There is 2 PDF, ma'am. So I couldn't send through the LMS presentation only. I sent through the LMS. Other project and presentation both I sent through the mail. Yeah.
Okay, we will start. So today, if there's anybody who is ready for the presentation can do, then I can do the corrections, because here you will be able to do your research well by getting them corrected. The topic, objectives, research questions, and all. So then, is there anybody, or you all have done your presentations? Sarangi, how about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Satya,
Yes.
Kaushalya, Mary?
Yes, madam.
Okay, right.
Madam, do we have to share the presentation?
No, you don't need. You don't need to do that.
Yes. Just we want to tell the things.
Yeah, so you have to present it, and then the main thing is I will correct your things. That means if you have done some mistakes, that I correct them. So then it's easy. Then when you are doing the thesis, you are doing with good understanding.
Shall I do, madam?
Oh, yeah, you are going to do?
Madam.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Right.
For example, if any mistake
Okay,
correct.
then I'll stop sharing.
Okay, shall I share the?
Okay, that's why we
Yeah.
the main purpose is
Okay.
that.
Okay, wait. Wait a minute. Madam?
Can you enlarge it?
Wait.
Can you enlarge it? Because
Okay, madam. Can you see? Can you see the screen, madam?
I can see, but certain words are not visible. If you enlarge, only a part is enlarged.
Now, okay, madam. Is it?
How can you do it? Because that
Research
we can see
proposal,
only
title.
little part of it. Title that the first words are not, first and last words are not visible.
Title, improving correct letter
Anyway,
formation.
you keep it. Yes, you keep,
Among,
you keep it as
shall I read?
it's more.
Yes, improving correct letter formation among primary school students. Researcher, Mrs. Jayakala Ganapati, B.Ed student, register number 987654.
Okay, we'll wait.
Okay.
I can write down your name and the registration.
Next, table of content.
Jayakala,
Yes.
wait for a moment. I won't write down your name.
Yes.
And the registration number.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. Nine 87654. Okay, right.
54.
Continue.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Table content, introduction, background of the study, identification of the problem, third
Here that I can't
significance
see
of
you.
the study.
I can't see you.
You can't see them.
Yeah.
Fourth, research
If you
objectives.
enlarge, I can't see.
Now, can you see, ma'am?
Yeah. Okay. You keep that size. Otherwise, that when you enlarge,
okay.
that's parts of the words are visible. Okay.
6, close context. 7, academic context. Next. Introduction, background of the study. First one. Want to read of all passage?
Just give the gist of it.
Okay. Introduction, background of study. First, second, identification of the problem.
I am asking now. First one, you just give some ideas to us. Otherwise we don't know what it is. Some ideas.
Handwriting is an essential skill in the primary curriculum. Clear and correct letter formation enables students to communicate their ideas effectively and supports overall literacy development. However, many primary students struggle with writing legible due to poor letter formation habits. This study will be carried out at St. Anthony's Tamil Medium Vidyalaya with grade 5 students who have shown weak handwriting skills. Most of these students come from socially and economically disadvantaged backgrounds and lack support at home for practicing writing. They often form letters incorrectly with uneven spacing and inconsistent size. Therefore, it is important to design classroom based intervention to improve their correct letter formation.
Okay, so then in the background that you had
There is
give a
no
certain description about your topic, then after that you have to write how, as a teacher, how you did the research, right? Okay, go to the next one.
how to support the students.
Okay, background, yes.
Yeah. Second, identification of the problem. How to identify the problem. Okay, during a regular classroom observation and handwriting task, it was noted that several grade 5 students face serious challenges in writing neatly. Their letters are often formed incorrectly, making their work untidy and hard to read. That is very hard to read. These difficulties may be due to first lack of proper early handwriting training. From grade 1, 2, 3, 4, there is no proper training. Limited exposure to good writing models. Poor fine motor control and grip. Minimal practice and motivation at home. Therefore, this study aims to implement specific activities to enhance students' correct letter formation and handwriting neatness. That is the identification of the problems, madam. Second. Can I proceed, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. The third one, significance of the study. This study is important because handwriting is directly linked to academic success and confidence. By improving correct letter formations, students will develop legible handwriting skills. Teachers can identify effective techniques of improving writing. Parents and schools can understand the importance of daily handwriting practice. The findings will benefit both the students of St. Anthony's Tamil Mahavidyalaya and future classrooms with similar challenges. That is a significant of studies. Third one, fourth, research objectives. First one, to identify the main problem faced by grade 5 students in letter formation. To develop and implement classroom strategies to improve.
Not classroom strategies. Here to develop, to identify and implement teaching strategies. To identify and, you can write down somewhere, to identify and implement teaching strategies.
Implement teaching
strategies.
Okay. Okay. Fourth one, to improve students' handwriting legibility through guided practice. Fourth
then,
one,
wait. To improve the students, to improve the legibility in student legibility means that we can write and we can read. To improve the legibility of handwriting, the legibility of letters, right?
Letters.
Okay,
letters.
Legibility of letters through guided practice.
Okay. Fourth one, to assess the improvement after using handwriting activities.
Oh, you don't need to assess their improvement. To assess their improvement.
After end of the project.
Yeah, to assess their improvement of letter writing.
Letter writing. Okay. Research questions.
Mhm.
What are the common problems students face in the letter formation?
Mm. Okay.
Second, what teaching strategy can improve students' letter formation?
Mm.
Third one, how effective are guided handwriting activities in improving legibility?
Mm.
Choose close
Improving
context
legibility of letters, right? Legibility of what? Legibility of letters.
letters.
Letters ne කියවන්න
Okay.
පුළුවන්.
Okay. 30 letters. Six, close context. The research problem was identified through the following tools.
Mm.
Observations. Observation, low marks for English language paper. Annexure 1. Inability to build proper sentences.
Mm.
Poor vocabulary skills. Dictation, likewise. Interviews from teachers. Teacher 1. Interview from the class teacher and other subject teachers. Students are not keen to write words. Teacher 2,
Mm.
not attentive enough in the classroom.
Mm.
Teacher 3, student not memorize word dictation. During classroom observation, it was
Mm.
noticed that many grade 5 students of St. Anthony's Tamil Medium Vidyalayam struggle with
Mm.
correct letter formation. Their
Mm.
handwriting was often unclear with
Mm.
irregular size, spacing, and letter erasure. The confirm these observations interviews were conducted with English English teacher and class teacher. Teachers reported that several students had weak fine motor skills, poor writing habits, and lacked proper handwriting practice at home.
Mm.
Based on these findings, the researcher identified the main problem as students' difficulty in forming letters correctly, which
Mm.
affect their overall handwriting, neatness, and academic performance. Okay, these are the slides. One PDF, another one is project PDF. Shall I share that also?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Wait. Sorry. This is a basic information related to the problem. Structure number 3.
Mm. Okay.
Data collection, evidence data,
Mm.
revelations. Number 1. 3. 3 point. Classroom observation during English period. Evidence data during my English period. 1. Correct letter formation. The handwriting was often unclear with irregular size, shape, and spacing between letter and words. Revelations, many students do not follow the correct starting and finishing points when forming letters. The
Mm.
size and spacing of letter are irregular, making
Mm.
their writing untidy and very hard to read, difficult to read. Okay. The second, interview with class teacher. The class teacher mentioned that most students come from poor family backgrounds and receive little
Poor
support.
families. Poor families.
Poor
Poor
family.
family.
Okay, poor families background and receive little support or guidance for writing practice at home. The teacher also noted that students hold the pencils incorrect and lack of motivation to improve handwriting. Actually, they are coming from the very poor family, the environment, the normally drug addicted people. I'm working under that people. Normally, that drug addicted people, the parents normally. The areas very, oh yes, ma'am. The students, very poor students. With our support, they are studying. Our school is a sister principal. She's supporting. Our sister supporting. Nowadays also during the holiday also we are doing classes.
Okay, very good.
That students hold pencils incorrectly, showing weak fine motor control. Most students come from poor family backgrounds and have very little practice or support at home. The third one, students written work samples, pre-test. I did a pre-testing samples before starting the interventions. Most samples showed letter reviews, uneven lines, and incorrect strokes. Teachers confirmed that these handwriting problem affect students' overall performance and presentation in written work. Not only English, ma'am, Tamil also that same problem. Tamil language. Therefore, the collected data clearly reviewed that lack of handwriting practice, improper letter information, habitat, and limited own support are the main causes of poor handwriting. Data triangulations, observation, data triangulation interviews, study of documents. During my English period, I carefully observed the handwriting of grade 5 student at St. Anthony's Tamil Mahavidyalaya. I noticed that many students had difficulty to forming letters correctly. For example, writing with uneven sides, incorrect strokes, and poor spacing. These observations helped me to identify the nature and level of the handwriting problem in my class. Data triangulation interviews to ensure the accuracy and reliability of the finding. 1. Use data triangulations. Information was collected from 3 sources: classroom observation, direct observation of students during writing activities, teachers interview, discussion with the class teachers to understand the background and causes of poor handwriting, students' written work samples collected and analyzes as documentary evidence of their writing problem. By comparing data from these 3 sources, I confirm that the major issue faced by students in incorrect letter formation due to lack of guidance and practice. The study of documents, I used students' classwork book, English handwriting copies, and exercise book as study documents. These documents showed common handwriting errors such as review letters, inconsistent shapes, and untidy presentations. They provided strong evidence to support the observation and the interview findings. Literary review related to the fact of the problem. Structure number 4. This is for some books. 10 books I refer. Shall I read it?
Okay. You are reading the literature?
Yeah, 10. Want to read?
No, just
Refer
give
to-
something that you have taken. Don't read all because
Ah,
we discuss about the
articles, evidence-based handwriting instruction, improving legibility and fluency in the primary grade.
Yeah.
Graham Harris,
Yeah. So you
2019, author. Key finding.
Jacala, you don't need to read everything. You just tell what you have taken. Yes, what you have taken from them.
Okay.
Whether you have identified new methods. Okay. Right.
Key finding, systematic handwriting structure. Students' letter formation and writing fluency. Relevance to present study support the need for structure and writing lesson in grade 5. Source. Graham, these are the source. Graham S. and Harris KR 2019 evidence-based handwriting instruction, improving legibility and fluency in the primary grades educational psychology review. Likewise, 10. 1, 2, 3. This one. Second one, comprehensive meta-analysis of handwriting instruction. Satalocho Graham, 2016. Conceit, practice, and teacher modeling. Handwriting legibility. Teachers guided practice for the correct data formation. That is source. The third one also, the influence of handwriting skill on the writing developed. Bara had all.
Okay, right. Here, go to the other side. Others now.
This also another. Okay. 10. Literature 10. Other side. Intervention plan structure. Structure number 5. Expected specific target. First day, second day, 8 days targets. First day, students identify correct sitting posture and pencil grip. First day, writing. Activities and steps demonstrate correct sitting posture, show correct pencil holding method. Student practice posture and grip. Resource, flashcard, pictures, pencils. Expected behavioral changes, specific. Students sit properly and hold the pencil correctly while writing.
Okay.
The second day, students improve.
So then you have planned it in the same manner. How many days, Jacala? For how many days you have planned this?
8 days.
Okay, good.
8 days. The steps, 3 steps.
Right. Go to the next slide. Okay, good.
And
yeah. Okay. Good. You have done a good job.
Next, basic interventions process related to implementation. Journal entry structure. Structure number 3. This is the expected target. The first day, student identify and practice correct sitting posture and pencil grip.
Yeah, right.
Measure taken.
Go to the next one.
Okay. This is
no,
a
we have
structure
to
of the
discuss
first.
about the final. Okay, right. Go to the others also quickly. Go.
Pre-planning. First pre-planning. That 4 days planning.
Okay.
Last one, the supervisor notes. The teacher, class teacher, supervisor note. The original, I took a signature for the class teacher.
Okay, right.
Okay. This is a second pre-planning. Last.
Okay, good.
Now the grand chart now. graduate I'm doing during the
So
last
you have to include the ethics and limitations also, right?
yes, yes. Here ethic I included. Yes, ethic consideration.
Okay, right. Good, good.
This is
Ethical
a
limitation, right?
research limitation.
Hmm. Right. Okay.
Sure.
It has all the good characteristics in your research. That means you have taken part in all the awareness programs. So then you have done a good job.
Yeah, I discuss my senior teachers also
Hmm.
and campus teachers. There are some of most of campus students I discuss with them. In
Okay.
our school, there are some teachers. They went to graduate
Right.
teachers. I discuss.
Okay.
Through the LMS, I can download one. Another one, all the things I send through the mail, FX campus mail.
Hmm. Okay, good.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for this.
Right. Hmm. Wait, I want to share. Can you,
Shall I do this?
you also have to do?
Do we need to do? Okay.
Yeah, we'll discuss because today is the last day of the of this. So therefore, we will discuss this, and if the time permits, I'll take yours, right? Okay. Right. So then, in your action research, I'll show you a sample action research. Hmm. So these things should be there. Okay, I will show you a university one. So don't copy the same because this structure is different from yours. I will send you the structure. So this is just to get an idea. This is a university one. So then just get the idea because you don't need to do the same, right? Okay, can you all see? Can you all see now?
Yes, madam.
Right. So then if you want, you can have the original topic and as well as something very short one also. Let's learn together. Now I can write letters. I am reading now. So like that you can have this kind of topic also, and along with that you can have your original topic. So because I corrected most of your topics, right? Then after that, then you can write your name. Wait, like this. Corrected one. Give me 1 minute. Okay, right. Wait. Hmm. Go next up. What's it? Share. So then I told you that you can have 2 topics if you want, or else you can have only 1 topic, right? Then you have to write the name, your registration number, your batch or your university. Here this one, Bachelor of Education, the degree program and the faculty, and your name of the university, date, right? I just want to show you that the most important things. Declaration, acknowledgement, abstract. Now this is a very important thing. When you're writing the abstract, you have to, that means when you can write the abstract only when you finish the thesis, right? When you are doing the thesis, you won't be able to write the abstract, because abstract is the summary of what you have done. First you have to give some introduction about your topic, then you can talk about your sample and your data collection tool, the method of analysis, then finally conclusion and recommendation. So all these things should be included in an abstract. So then if you go to Google and Google Scholar, you can just type, give me standard abstracts or good abstracts. So they will give, you can read a number of abstract, then you will see the structure that they have used, right? So then it's easy because everything is there in the internet. Now you can easily identify. So don't exceed more than 300 words, right? Right. Then table of contents, tables and figures, and all the things, introduction, the problem, identification of the problem, relationship, everything should be included with the page numbers. Then list of tables. Give me 1 minute, Putha. Right. Then after that, list of tables. List of figures. Then introduction, identification of the problem. So here you can have, you can write as I or author. You can use either I or author. So then most of the time you can use passive voice when you're writing, right? Here like this, I have been working as a middle school geography teacher for a period of more than 5 years in the ABC International School. I encountered many complications when students engage in the learning process. So then directly the teacher comes to the problem. Then I have noticed that some students in my classes showed low academic performance in geography, which was common. Now she is talking about the problem. Across the geography curriculum of grade 7, 4 students were targeted from class 7E in the middle school who exhibited many characteristics of poor academic achievement for this section research. Now talking about the sample. how you selected the sample for the research. Then next one, many pieces of evidence were taken into consideration. So then passive form you have to use when you are writing the research. Right? Many pieces of evidence were taken into consideration when checking the reflective notes of the lesson plans done in the month of January. It was found that some common difficulties were encountered and repeated in several reflective notes in the same 7E class among these recognized 4 students. Now this girl has named these 4 students as LMNO. So like that, you also have to use some pseudonyms. That means rose, gardenia, lavender, or else you can have A, B, C, D like that. So now the student is talking about the problem. They failed to complete the activities individually. Instead, they always sought assistance from peers or just copied the work from them. Right? So like that, likewise, you have to write the actual problem, how you identified the problem. Yeah? They did not show any active participation and they gave less contribution to the lessons. They maintain less rapport with the teacher. Furthermore, you have to use these connectors. Furthermore, on the other hand, however, right? Furthermore, they scored low marks in monthly tests in October and January for the subject. Although these students' learning needs were met and they were physically able, these children didn't have any learning difficulty but showed low performance in the subject. So the problem was identified. Now, finally, she mentions the problem. What is the problem? Poor academic achievements in the subject geography of 4 underachievers in grade 7E class. This is the problem. So there are the problem identified was poor academic achievements in the subject geography. So how many students and all these are there? So in your case, you don't need this relationship of the problem to the professional role. If you want, you can write. So how it affects the significance of the problem is this yours. Significance of the research. Why do you do the research? It is make a so you can write why you want to do research, right? Here, look at here. According to the problem which was identified, it was clear that this problem hinders my teaching learning process. What happens when you are so when the problem identified, it was clear that this problem hinders my teaching learning process. When I keep on going this, it makes my teaching learning process disturbed, right? Affecting students and teachers in a massive way. As one of the aims of the teaching learning process is to improve academic achievement. So then you can write why it is very important to do this research. You can write why, right? Then you don't need this vision of the problem. It's not necessary. Then finding basic facts about the problem. I gave you that data triangulation. You can do that, right? So close context. So how did you identify the problem? Observation, right? Here, a systematic study is done about the facts identified related to the underachievement of performances in grade 7 geography subject. So then you identify the problem through observation, right? So when you give activities in the classroom, you observe these 4 students were not working properly, right? Here, how did you do that? You didn't just observe. You had an observation sheet. Look at here. So there, according to this, that you have identified, there's L, M, N, and O. They have not done a good job, right? These are the characteristics of your observation, and these are the results, right? Paying attention to the lesson. Listens carefully to the instructions given. Completing the activities. Seeking assistance from a friend to complete the tasks given. Engage in some other activities during the lesson. Listen. right? Indisciplined during the lesson, right? Okay. Then finally you write. Compare. So when you triangulate all this information, finally you come to one conclusion, right? What is that? These 4 students transpired from the completion of work. They just got away from completing the work. They were not self-directed and always seeking assistance to complete the work. It was clear that they were unable to work independently. The 4 students were well disciplined and they did not have any behavioral issue or learning difficulty. So then after documentation review. So you keep notes, and so it is about this reflective notes. Daily that you have to write. Keep a diary about the behavior of the students. So this is that. Reflect note 2. Okay, like that. If you want, you can write a summary of this. You don't need to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like. Okay. Then another one, data collection criteria was that marks sheets of previous class for the subjects English, Maths and Geography. So you collected mark sheets of the previous year. They are also that you identified these 4 students are weak, right? These were the marks for each subject. Then you have to discuss it. So then when we consider about these subjects, they have scored very less marks for geography. Okay, then another way that the data was collected was interviews. Interviewed the previous teachers, so interviewed the students, or interviewed their friends. Then academic context. Academic context means literature review. I ask you to find information about 10 literature. So then now you have to, so earlier it was in a table. Now you have to take to some paragraphs, right? So then this section will review and examine the previous literature and studies on students' academic achievement, emphasizing the research questions and highlighting the strategy that would affect the improvement of academic achievement. So now this gives a small introduction about literature review that you are going to do. After that, you have to take some, now here you have found some ideas from different articles, journal articles. Then what you have to do is you have to convert that idea into your idea, but you have to give the due recognition. Grandland 2020, because we can't just write their ideas like ours. We have to give them due recognition. So this is called in-text citation. In-text means inside the paragraph they do citation here. Grandland 2020. You have to write only the name without initials, comma, and the year. The literature in this chapter has been investigated using a variety of analytical and observational research. So you have taken these from some research. Teacher and peer support are positively related to students' positive motivation, academic attitudes, self-efficacy, and academic achievement. So you can write what you have, what are the subtopics of your academic context. Then, here this is what Molly 2011 told. So you can write, you can take what he has written, convert it into your original idea, write, and give the in-text citation. Here the target group is the middle school grade 7 class at the age of 13. This group belongs to the teenage category. So that is what Molly 2011 has told. So then you have you have read the articles and selected the most important relevant parts for your research, and then you have to convert that idea of the person into your idea right here and give necessary recognition. So in-text citation should be there. When you're writing, when you imagine that you have several ideas taken from several journal articles, first you can take all the similar articles, not only Molly 2011, George 2015 also has mentioned the same idea. So like first you can take all the people who have given the same idea. Then after that you can say on the other hand or however, and you can write something opposite to that. Then find some information that is written opposite to that idea also. Then you can take on the other hand or however, and you can write the others also. Okay. You can use subtopics, the period of adolescence, selecting the correct peer. So according to her research that she has selected some subtopics, you also can do that. Then educational theories based on peer learning. So Lev Vygotsky, so what Vygotsky has said, so the child has mentioned here. Then Lev Vygotsky's scaffolding theory, then Piaget's cognitive development theory, then you write about the theories also. Then we come to the topic, peer coaching in the classroom. Then what is peer coaching? So you can give some ideas from articles you have read and do in-text citation here. Skills you need ND. Right? So then you have to give the in-text citation that who has written about the topic. What is peer coaching in education? Okay. Right. Then definitions of the keywords that you in the abstract you have to write the keywords. So these are the definitions. You don't need to do that. Right. Then concept map you have to draw, because concept map is essential. Look at here. Poor academic achievement of geography. So it was identified through close context and academic context. So then accordingly, an activity plan was written with 10 activities. Planning the research process. Then you have to write the objectives. Then you write the questions. Same objectives should be converted to questions. Then planning the intervention activities that you wrote it in the table. So you can explain now. Those you have written in the table, you can explain now. The first round of intervention. So what are you going to do? Right. So then expected outcomes, how you implemented it. Then stage 2 or cycle 2, expected objectives, implementation, how you implemented, then expected outcomes. Right, like that you can implement you can implement activities with the students. You have to write them here. These are the activities. Right, then research ethics, that you have to elaborate on what you have written. Research ethics you had written, or elaborate on them, right, like this. Then limitation of the research, you have to write elaborating. You have written in point form. You write it in like 2-3 lines, using 2-3 lines. Then methodology using the implementation and reflection of the research, right? So you can write your sample, then data collection tools, data analysis method. Okay, observation sheet of, right, this is the observation sheet. Right, so then this is the first activity. Reflection of the first activity. Then you reflect. You write about your first activity, whether it was successful, whether you had some problems, whether you faced challenges. You have to write about it. Right? Reflection of the after mentioning about the activity. Then you have to like activity. Then the resources you needed, physical and human, and you have to write how you implemented it or how your reflection about the given activity. Right. Then activity 2, observation schedule. Then you have to write the reflection. Third one, fourth one, sixth one. Then summary of the observation sheet on students' verbal participation. After that, you have to write the summary of what you have done, the first activity. Then you can show your results using graphs, charts. You can write a description about your chart. Do them in the Excel, right? Then bibliography. Did I tell you how to do the bibliography? Did I teach you how to do it in the computer, if you have a Word document? Did I teach you that to go to Google Scholar and select what? It's easy now if we go to your those 10 selected research articles, journal articles, and we can do that. Right. Shall I show you how to write the bibliography for APA 7 referencing? Hello?
Yes, Miss.
Here. Can you see my computer? Here that references, can you see where this thing is? References, can you see that in my computer?
Yes.
All right, then you click it. Then you can write here, insert citation, right? So then insert citation, you can go to select referencing APA 6th edition, then bibliography. Wait. You need insert citation. Wait. You need to have, so 6th edition. a citation and bibliography, because you need to have a new one. Bibliography. Okay. Insert bibliography. Here, can you see insert bibliography? Could you see now? Again, from the beginning, we'll see references. Go to references, right? References. Then you can see insert citation. Thereby, you select the style, APA 6th edition. Then click bibliography. Here, citation and bibliography. This one. Here, insert citation bibliography. Then you can see insert bibliography that is under this one. Did you see that?
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
see? Yeah. So then when you click, where is it? When you click, you get a table. You should get a table. Wait. Where is this table? Seems it doesn't work like. So there should be a, here, if when we click bibliography and new insert bibliography, that there should be a table like thing. I don't know why it doesn't come now. There's something wrong here. Then you will, when you get that table, you can write the name of the author, year, journal name. Then automatically the this one like this. You go Tillman BL 1992 peer coaching in higher education. So this comes automatically, right? That is how you have to do the bibliography, right? So you can do it easily. Okay. Now, if there's anything that is not clear, you tell me. I will send you the format, right?
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it Harvard style to be followed or APA?
Yeah, that is, we have to follow the campus, the rule of the university. I don't know your campus, whether it is Harvard, how it was mentioned for you, Harvard or
It was
APA.
mentioned as Harvard style in the LMS, the format of the research
Okay.
thesis.
Were you given a format from the campus?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can share it to me. You can share it to me also. Then I can just see whether I have to include some more, whether it is APA referencing 7, or whether I can add some more to your that
I'll
list. Okay.
send.
How can
Okay.
you send? Is there anybody who can send me? Okay. Yes. Then I can just send to your group by correcting or including someone.
Can somebody try? Unfortunately, I'm not at home also. Then with difficulty, I have joined here.
Okay. So then if you can
If
just
anyone
WhatsApp
can.
me. Yeah. If you have
Oh, sure.
number, you can WhatsApp me, right? Okay. Any other thing you
Okay.
want to clarify in the research? Any other thing you want to clarify? So then I told you that when you're writing, you can use I or author. Then this come. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So then number of these things I have written have come here. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so then any other thing you want to clarify that we have discussed up to now? Anything that did not that you did not? So there should be a separate chapter called methodology. In that methodology, you have to include the sample and all, right? Right. So any problems that you have, that just call me, just tell me. Yes, tell me your problems. So after explaining your activities like this here, after explaining your activities, you have tried the reflection of the activity. So now you can write. So the activity was completed with these 4 students, and there it was identified that out of these 4, 3 students had scored more marks. Like that, you can write your reflection after the activity, right? After each activity, you have to write your reflection. What happened? Was it successful or what was it not? Like that. Any other thing you want to know? In the methodology, you have to clearly mention the sample, population, sample, data collection tools, data collection methods, then analytical method, all these things. So the most important thing is these activities, each day activities and reflection. You write the activities, activity. Now we have that table I gave you. Then what you achieved at the end. So then finally you have to write the reflection. Okay, any other thing you want to get clarified or that you did not understand? Who is there to do the research presentation today? Kaushalya did, ne? Fahira, you did. Rifna, you did. Who is there to do the
I did not do.
presentation? All right. Satya.
Can you share the presentation?
Today?
Yes.
Okay. Great. And we'll see that whether others have understood this. If they don't have any problems, then I can take your presentation. Yes. Okay. So now I will take her presentation. So during that time, you can go through, and at the end, you can raise your problems. We can discuss. Okay. Now I will stop sharing. Satya, you can share your presentation.
Wait, madam.
Okay.
Madam, can you see the presentation here?
Yes, yes. Can't you enlarge it? Oh, yeah, that's great now. Okay. Wait until I write down your name. SG Kulatung. Wait, I want to write down your number. Okay, Putta.
Okay, madam.
Give me 1 minute. Okay, give me 1 minute. Right, Satya, you can talk.
Okay. This proposal focuses on identify the reasons behind the grade 8 students' weaknesses in using the passive voice, especially in simple present tense and past tense, simple past tense, and developing.
Satya,
Yes, ma'am.
rather than understanding, it's better if you can write enhancing behaviors, usage of passive voice in simple present tense, simple past tense. Usage. Now, understanding is something that we cannot measure. So, therefore, usage is good. So, then instead of understanding, you can use usage, right? Okay. Right.
Okay, madam. And developing effective teaching strategies to improve their understanding. Table of contents.
Content, right? Okay.
Yes. This
Okay.
slide was, ma'am.
You don't need to explain. Go to the other one. Okay, you can go to the other one. We can see it is visible. So, go to the other one. Okay. Right.
Introduction. In my survey, it was noted that the students of grade 8 are work in passive construction.
They are weak in passive construction and constructing sentences in passive form.
Okay,
Right?
ma'am.
Constructing sentences in passive form. Right.
This section explains why I selected this problem. My classroom observation and survey show that grade 8 students struggle with passive voice in different situations. Difficulties noted in using passive voice in compositions, in formal speeches, in conversations. Passive voice is very important is in expressing ideas and reporting news. Yet the passive voice constructions are difficult for the non-native student. The students do not have the proper knowledge of the uses of the passive voice due to the less effective teaching strategies. The identification of the problem. The following problems are identified. Failure to construct passive voice sentences correctly, inability to express ideas in passive voice, inability to use passive voice appropriately in composition, difficulty of identifying the proper structures, lack of effective teaching strategies and techniques.
Yeah,
They
that identification of the problem should be observation, then test papers, like that. There should be something that you identified. How you identify? Through observation. That means while they are working, you observe. So
they cannot correctly
they
form
had some difficulties in
sentences.
construct. Yeah, or then you can by checking their exam papers, when checking their term test, continuous assessment tests, like that. So there should be some way of proving that they have the problem, right? Okay.
Yes, actually, madam, they cannot identify proper structures such as be plus participle. They don't know what is the past participle. They use passive incorrectly in compositions.
Okay. Okay.
Significance of the study. This part describes who benefits from my research and how. The study is oriented towards the effectiveness of teaching passive voice construction for students, improves writing clarity, speed, and confidence. They don't have the confidence to make a passive voice sentence. And the other thing is for teachers, provides structured strategies to teach passive voice effectively. For parents, helps parents support their children's writing development at home. For the education system, enhance overall literacy and promotes effective teaching practices. It contributes to improving literacy levels and strength classroom teaching practices. Research objectives. These objectives guide my entire study. They include to identify the reasons why grade 8 students and find passive voice difficult, especially in the simple
Here,
present.
to identify the reasons. Yeah, wait, Satya, listen now. To identify the reasons for finding the students' difficulty in writing passive voice correctly. Right? To identify the reasons for students to write passive voice, simple present and simple past passive voice correctly. Okay, then.
Okay. To analyze common errors made by students in constructing passive voice sentences. To design effective
analyze
teaching
common errors made by
strategies that focus on the passive voice in these tenses. These
and
two
to use here to use to use effective teaching strategies to enhance their to use effective teaching strategies to enhance their construction of passive voice sentences.
Okay. To evaluate the impact of these teaching straight understanding and application of passive
Strategies. To evaluate the impact of these teaching strategies, understanding on to evaluate the impact of these strategies and application of passive voice, understanding on an application of passive voice.
Okay, madam. Evaluating whether these strategies help students improving understanding and applying passive constructions.
No, application. Okay.
My research questions. These questions help me focus the study. Why do grade 8 students find passive voice difficult, especially in the simple present and simple past tense? What are the common errors made by students in constructing passive voice sentences? And the other thing is, how can effective teaching strategies be designed to focus on passive voice in these tenses? These two.
How can here? How can effective teaching strategies be used to improve, enhance their construction of passive voice sentences? Next one.
What is the impact of these teaching strategies on students' understanding and application of passive voice?
What is the impact of these teaching strategies on students' application
it
of passive voice in context? Right.
Yes.
Okay.
It means what impact do the new strategies have on their learning?
Yeah, passive voice in context. Context means in their writings. Okay, right. Next. Right.
Close context. The research problem was identified through the following observations. Term test marks for passive constructions, grammatically incorrect constructions, frequently made errors, lack of relevant vocabulary.
Here,
lack of
close context is here. Close context is like this: observation, interviews, the methods, correcting documents, correcting test papers. Those are the close context. Then you have to explain under that. Now imagine observation. An observation schedule was used to observe the students. Oh.
Frequently made errors, lack of relevant vocabulary, lack of the knowledge of participles, difficulty found in syntax.
Yeah, that's why I am telling you, close context means the methods you identified these things. But the first one is maybe observation. So while the students were working, I observed their work. So they made lots of errors while working. When I was the next one, correcting documents and correcting test papers like that. Here, these are the things they have done now. That the problems they have. So you have to write close context means how you identified them. You හොයාගත්තේ කොහොමද ඔයා? Observe කරලාද?
Yes, madam.
Papers බලලාද? කාව හරි interview කළාද? Like okay. Okay, go to the next one.
Academic context. Article, passive voice construction. The author, Stan Allen. Key findings are passive voice construction should be taught after through knowledge of active voice is assured by the students. The difference between the two voices are to be highlighted based on numerous activities, and the source is a journal report. Overcome difficulties of passive voice constructions. The author is Dulip Singh. Key findings are passive voice constructions should be taught using day-to-day situations. Passive voice construction should be limited to appropriate situations only. And the source is project. Sorry, ma'am. Intervention, research methodology, action research methodology, sample size, grade 80 students, sampling techniques, purposive sampling, data collection methods, observation, pre and post assessment test, initial assessments, instructional.
Pre and post assessment. What is that? Action research. Research methodologies. Action research, not methodology. Action research. Sample size, right? Sampling technique. Purposive. Data collection observation. Okay, right? Read.
Instructional strategies and activities. Is it correct, madam?
Okay.
Intervention activity plan. This explains step by step how I will teach and correct the issue. Step 1, identify weaknesses. Activities, initial assessment of passive voice skills. And the steps, and administer a quiz or worksheet to assess understanding, analyze common errors to identify weak areas. The sources are worksheets, students' notebooks. Another step is, another source is classroom observations, error analysis. The second one, reinforcing passive voice basics. Activities, explanation of passive voice. Steps are introduce passive voice structure with examples. Use flowcharts and diagrams to visualize changes. Sources are interactive whiteboard aids, grammar textbook, online resources like YouTube. Third one is correcting common errors in sentence structure. Activities, sentence transformation exercise. Steps are provide active voice sentences for transformation. Discuss and correct common sentence errors. Sources are sentence transformation worksheets, peer collaboration, group feedback materials. Fourth one, last one is evaluate effectiveness and adjust. Activities, ongoing feedback and self-reflection. The steps are provide active voice provide personalized feedback on performance, allow students to reflect on these activities. Resources are teacher feedback sheets, self-reflection forms.
Okay.
This is the time frame, a
Okay.
month by month plan.
Mm. Okay, next one.
Ethical considerations. I ensure the research is safe, respectful, and honest. Get consent from students and parents, like that. Informed consent. Obtain permission from students and parents before starting the study. Before starting the lesson. Confidentiality keeps students' personal data and assessment results private.
Mm.
Voluntary participation allows students to choose participation without any pressure. Non-harmful approach, use positive reinforcement to boost confidence and avoid stress. Fair assessment, ensure unbiased evaluation
Bias. Mm.
of students' progress in passive voice.
Mm.
Transparency, clearly communicate the goals and methods of the intervention. Ongoing feedback, allow students to provide feedback and adjust teaching strategies accordingly.
Okay.
Allow feedback and adapt as needed. Research limitation, time constraint. Limited research period may not capture long-term progress in passive voice skills. External factors, motivation, home environment, and parental support may affect student progress. Resource limitations, limited access to materials and digital tools could impact teaching effectiveness. Last one, variability in student engagement. Inconsistent participation may affect students' overall progress in passive voice. Expected outcomes. At the end of the study, I expect improved passive voice construction. Students will demonstrate a better grasp of passive voice structures. Increased confidence. Feel more confident using passive voice in writing and speaking. Enhanced focus shifting. Improve their ability to change the focus of sentences effectively. Number 4, better fluency in communication. Communicate more fluently using passive voice correctly. Improved accuracy in writing. Write more accurately, incorporating passive voice correctly. These are the next steps, madam.
Okay. Right. Good.
Thank you, madam.
Right. So then, since you have the work, now you are doing your research and continue your work. If you have any problem, you can call and send me the structure that you have been given from the campus. Then I can add something, or then I can help you accordingly and continue doing and do a good thesis. Right. Okay. So thank you
Thank
for
you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for joining.
Miss, I send you the guidelines from the campus to you in privately, Miss, to the chat box. You can check.
Means that to my WhatsApp.
But I don't have your number, Miss. Where can I get your number?
Okay, so I write down 071
Wait, Miss. 071
44
44
87869
87
869.
869 071 44 87
87
869.
8.
Okay, Miss. Okay, I'll send it to you through WhatsApp.
Okay, right.
Okay.
So thank you for joining. We'll meet in the future. Okay.
Good night, Miss. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
madam. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Right.